I have the privilege of sitting down with the originator of that, and she is a precious woman of God. She is a warrior. She is a creative warrior. She uses all of the senses to bring the heart of God and communicate so many powerful truths. And so would you welcome Chanique Davis? Thank you, my love, for being here. Okay, so you have been blessed with so much, and we're going to talk about your testimony and your story. Sure. But it's not very often that I have someone that sings a song, an original that they just wrote and has just been released. Where can we find it?
You can find it on all streaming outlets. You have your YouTube Music, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere where there's streaming music, that's where you can find this song.
Okay. All right, so y'all download it, get it, it's good. All right, so not only that, but then we have these beautiful original pieces behind us. Yes. So tell us about your art business, your art career, your paint parties, all the contests you've won. Tell us a little bit and how we can find your pieces.
Sure, absolutely. I am a visual artist as well as a musical artist and any kind of artist in the sense of the word. But you can find my pieces on Instagram at Chanique. It's spelled Takachanique. And I love to worship the Lord in any kind of form of art. So my art business started with a complete surrender and saying, God, I just want you to use me in every way possible. Whatever I have in my hand, whatever you put inside of me, I want to use it. And so art was one of those things. And so here I am.
Yeah. And you know, your artwork has gotten you incredible attention. Mm-hmm. So not only have you been featured in, you know, People magazine and the Good Morning America show and all the local channels in the Tampa Bay area and beyond, and done theater and done commercials and done film. I mean, God has just opened these doors. But what you have done through your art has created this platform where you are now known as an expert in cultural diversity, in cultural appreciation, and you get called upon to speak to it.
Absolutely.
So how did those doors open?
Well, those doors opened with starting in the education system. So in addition to just being a visual artist, I decided, you know what, it would be great to teach children that they have the creative gift as well. I just believe that one of the calls that God has put on my life is the ability to pull creativity out of others, you know? And so I teach children in the education system as an art teacher in elementary school, and I began to teach through cultural appreciation, which means just showing the children different cultures and celebrating these cultures, celebrating the beauty of diversity, celebrating differences. And in doing so, I would create these doors for like the Heritage Months, and it got national and international attention. So every year, you know, every time I do a door for a Hispanic Heritage Month or Black History Month or any kind of Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, whatever the Heritage Month is, the news picks it up.
They do.
You know, it becomes great. And so I've got this platform to be able to speak not only to children, but also to speak into other educators and to help them to take the same kind of curriculum to teach other students about cultural appreciation and diversity.
Yeah. And I love, Sean, you do it with a heart of gold. Yeah. You do it with enthusiasm. You do it with joy. And that's a big deal because your light is shining, and it's like the Lord has just extended this scepter of favor over you to be able to speak. Now, what culture, how are you able to do that? Like share, you are?
I am African American, but I'm also Haitian Dominican. So,
and you speak how many languages?
Right now I speak Spanish, a little bit of Portuguese, you know. But part of my testimony is that I was kind of brought up by a Brazilian missionary family, and they were the family that kind of instilled music in me. And so that's how the Portuguese came along and really just kind of put a seed of desire to like love on cultures and love, you know, cultural appreciation and just have like this great love for that. So I love it. It's great.
Yeah. Well, one of the treats I've had is experiencing me speaking and you painting live while I'm speaking. And that is amazing because it's a timed thing.
Yeah.
And so you really have to get the rhythm of heaven. I am sure that that is extremely stressful. So how did how did you first do that?
Well, that's how that started. You know, I started, doing these paintings, but I started at a church. I started saying, God, this gift is for you. I have this gift, but the gift is for you. And it's like you said, to let your light shine. So I started painting live at a church for a worship night, I believe it was. And I just let the Holy Spirit take over. And now, I do it here and there at different worship events, different worship nights during praise and worship. And to me, it's just another way to adore the Lord, to worship the Father. It's just another way to express gratitude to Him.
It is really phenomenal.
Thank you.
It is.